Intuit Dome over the Lakers. An impressive one from the Clips, who got it done with elite offensive efficiency, as well as some top-of-the-line defense, holding the Lakers to just 61 points. We're going to get Chris Dunn on the headset, actually. As he steps over to put it on, Dunn, 31 minutes, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Justine Jones grabs the headset off the table. Eric Jones Jr. over there to support him. And Dunn's going to put the headset on. Chris, you got us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, appreciate you spending some time with us. Congrats on the victory.
Appreciate you.
Coming into today, what did you guys execute well that allowed you to come away with a win?
I think our defense in the first half kind of gave us a kickstarter, gave us a little lead. I thought we executed well in the first half. And as you know, second half, it's always been tough for us this season. I think we just finished out the second half, stayed with it, stayed gritty.
Kawhi Leonard, 32 points today, 12 rebounds. When he's got it going offensively, how does it help you guys really find a rhythm on that end?
Just get out of his way. Let him go to work. No, but when he got a rhythm, everybody loads in onto him. Everybody's focused in on him, give us easy shots. JC, he had some big-time shots tonight for us. Brooke, he came in. He was unbelievable, and everybody else.
I said pregame, Chris, that you take every defensive matchup personally. How do you rate your defense tonight?
I don't like to toot my own horn, but I definitely, what Ty Lue said is definitely true. I love the guard. I love getting after it, as you guys know from last year. So, I just try to go out there and do my job.
You did your job in a big way. How's the shoulder? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go get that treated, but, we're going to be back.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. Go enjoy this one with your teammates. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
103-88. The Clippers get the win over the Lakers. Chris Dunn, nice enough to join us. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal for KD. We will see you in a few. Adam Oslin's got the keys, and he's going to drive the car the rest of the way. The Clippers beat the Lakers and even the season series at 1 apiece as they take down the crosstown team here at Intuit Dome. 103-88. Talk to you in a second on your Clippers Audio Network.
Look at newsman Carlo Jimenez getting the inside scoop on Chris Dunn in that shoulder.
I had to ask.
Well done. Good call, bro.
Thank you.
Well done, Eli. Well done, big bro.
Same, bro. Good broadcast, y'all.
What's that?
I said good broadcast, y'all.
Yeah, we cooking.
I thought you said they brought that belt first.
No, I didn't say it.
They brought that belt. It's crazy.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, they should have blew him out at that point.
Fewest points allowed by the Clippers this season. Woo! Clipper Nation, we happy again? Everything fine? You guys good? We're 7-21, so I wouldn't expect that, but it's a start. And it's a win over the Lakers. But we need to find out more about Ivica Zubac and that left ankle. Mio is definitely going off.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
People screaming at Carlo and love his videos.
Let's go. Thanks, guys.
Oh, they're Laker fans. And they still love his videos. I'm not saying something was born out of this game. I'm sorry. It's too early. Mr. Du Bois is flirting with a timeout.
Okay. That's dope.
Really hope Zoo's okay.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's cool. Have a good one. Dang.
And with that, the losing streak is over as the Clippers take down the Lakers at Intuit Dome 103-88. Welcome into your post-game show. I'm Adam Oslin. Coming up, your final box score, second half highlights, and more. But first, let's get back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Well, Carlo, we saw a Clippers team that came out very focused early on. They had a large 17-point lead at one point in the first half. They were able to do just enough to sustain it and hold on, even without Ivica Zubac. But also of note in this one, Luka Doncic didn't play in the second half for the Lakers. So both teams down two of their best players. The Lakers, their best player. We should at least point that out, of course. But this Clippers team did what they had to do to scrap and get a much-needed victory in front of their home fans.
Look, if the Lakers are missing 5 rotation players, you got to win the game. And the Clippers did that. They won the game. They did it handedly. It was an impressive win with the way Kawhi Leonard was able to play at an elite level. James Harden got going offensively. Brook Lopez with some big threes. And you're glad the Clippers just took care of business because that's what you need to do. That's what good teams do. You look at the records of all the good teams in the NBA. When they are supposed to win, they usually win those games. And that's really helpful when you're trying to continue to stack wins throughout a season. As Ty Lue says, they want to go now 34-20 the rest of the way. And it's good to see them get towards that goal with a win here tonight. What can you continue to show, though, as the games come along, right? So, like, when Houston comes here on Tuesday, how do the Clippers look? Do they look like a team that just came off a win and they're going to continue to be aggressive on the glass? Do they take care of the ball offensively? Is Kawhi Leonard playing at an elite level? That's going to be key. How can you spiral this game into maybe starting to get going offensively and getting some more wins, stacking those wins?
And look, as you mentioned, it's a game they had to win considering all the guys that the Lakers ended up missing coming into this ball game and then without Luka Doncic. But Kawhi Leonard having 32 points and taking 24 shots, I'm okay with him shooting 30% from the field. I'm okay that he started 0 of 5 because he didn't lose his confidence. And it wasn't just what he did on the offensive end in this ball game. If the Clippers are going to be able to turn this thing around, it still starts on defense. And tonight, Kawhi Leonard was their best defender out there. He looked like DPOY Kawhi, and it starts with your leaders.
Yeah.
A two-way superstar, that's what we saw tonight for the Clippers. Maybe that's what can get them pointed in the right direction.
It has to start with Kawhi Leonard and James Harden, and Kawhi in a big way. I mean, the final 10 points of that first half to kind of close the gap and then extend things in the third quarter. I thought it was impressive from him, and just big shots from both those guys. I mean, anytime the Lakers cut it close, you think about it being a 7-point game in the fourth quarter, Harden hits a 3, Collins hits a 3, Kawhi the steal and the slam, and then they cut it to 9, Harden a 4-point play. Your star players have to hit the big shots, and they did that tonight against the Lakers, who were trying to scrap late in the contest. Impressive stuff from the Clippers to just be able to keep the Lakers at bay and hang on to the win. They went up by 8 early in the first quarter. It never got closer than 7 the rest of the way late in that fourth quarter. It was an impressive win from the Clippers, and it really all started with their defense, like Chris Dunn said. I mean, 61 points through 3 quarters by the Lakers. That is impressive stuff from the Clips.
Clippers hold on and win 103-88 over the Lakers in Game 2 of the 25-26 Battle of Los Angeles during the regular season here. Clippers back at Intuit Dome on Tuesday night. Tip-off at 7:30. Clippers and Rockets will have your pregame show starting an hour before that at 6:30. Carlo, great call. We will talk to you on Tuesday, my friend.
Adam, I can't wait to talk to you on Tuesday. Get some sleep. Good win. Shout out Big Bro.
Shout out Big Bro. Big Bro forever.
Big Bro forever.
Let's go.
Let's go. Clippers win.
Coming up next, your post-game box scores, second half highlights, and more. I'm Adam Oslin after the Clippers win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. They improved to 7-21 on the season. There is work to be done, but there's stuff to build off of that we saw in this ball game. Second half highlights coming up next right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
The team's backup catcher.
If you want to go highlights, I got Collins third quarter and Harden fourth.
This is your progressive backup protection.
Collins third?
Among the tougher
Collins.
decisions for any coach are who starts and who doesn't. But this doesn't seem to matter at the pro level or down at the sandlot. So go out and cheer on your favorite second teamers. Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection.
What about Kawhi?
Get a quote today at
I go
Progressive.
Kawhi.
I had 13.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is
Hang on,
on.
man.
Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time.
Take a breath.
Toyota-thon,
Clipper Nation.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon.
Little sigh of
Dealer
relief,
inventory
but
may vary.
we got to find out
Toyota
more about
ends
Avisa
January
Zubac
5th.
and that left
See your
ankle.
participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Good call, dog.
I'm Sia, and
Well
I
done by
support
you.
Humane World for Animals, formerly called the Humane Society of the United States. Together, we have created a new version of Peter Gabriel's beautiful song, Salisbury
dog.
Hill, to celebrate Humane World for Animals and everything they do. Enjoy the song and join us in helping Humane World for Animals end animal cruelty.
A Laker fan strolling into here, really? Oh,
Get rewarded just for shopping with Simon Plus.
look at
That
me
means when
saving
you
Big
get
Bros
your gifts
equipment.
at Simon Malls, premium outlets, and on shopsimon.com this season, you can get cash
I
back
can be
at your favorite
hero,
stores,
baby.
access to exclusive offers, and exciting surprises. Join today at simonplus.com. Participation
Go
and
up till
benefits
11?
subject to rewards program terms. See
Yeah.
Simon.com for details.
Right on.
Let's get back at it. This is LA Clippers basketball, right here on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers take down the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. Final score 103-88. Welcome into your post-game show. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we'll get your phone calls if you want to get on early. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570 is the phone number for Clippers Talk on the local side. But right now, we do have second half highlights. As Carlo mentioned, Kawhi had the Clippers' last 10 points heading into the half. It was 54-39 Clippers. And then coming out of the half in that third quarter, Kawhi Leonard kept it going.
Beard with 10 points. Feeds it Kawhi. Straight away. Sets the feet. Tries the three. Puts it in. The Claw with 23 tonight. Dunn picks the pocket of LeBron. Dives on the hardwood and finds Harden. To Kawhi. A right-handed flush. The defense from Dunn. The dime from the Beard. And the Claw with the finish. Crosses back and forth with 10 to shoot. The pull-up three. Jackpot! Kawhi Leonard off the back of the backboard and in.
Kawhi Leonard with 13 points in that third quarter. He was up to 28 at that point, and the Clippers led by 19 heading into the fourth. It wasn't pretty at times. They settled for some jumpers. They eventually hit some kill shot threes to pull this one out, as it felt like they were parking the bus and just trying to run out the clock in the fourth quarter to, I think, quote a soccer terminology there for you guys, football. But the Clippers were able to win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. They're 7-21. They were in desperation mode. They had to play heavy minutes. Kawhi was at 41. James Harden was at 41 minutes. And they found a way, even without Avisa Zubac, but the Lakers down many men in this ball game. Clippers win 103-88. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
This is LA Clippers basketball. AM 570 KLAC Los Angeles, 98.7 KYSR HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Clippers are victorious over the Lakers in round two of the Battle of Los Angeles, this time at Intuit Dome. Coming up next, we'll try to update you on Avisa Zubac as we have some post-game audio from Coach Lou. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more.
Allowed by the Clippers.
Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
The Spirit of Rwanda is a sensory and emotional sound story that celebrates Rwanda as more than a
timeout for
destination.
Laker fan or whatever's
It's a
going on.
feeling that connects people, nature,
With you guys the
and
next
sport.
45 minutes here.
You can feel it before you see it.
866-987-2570 if you want to call in.
The sway of the trees, the
866-987-2570.
breath of the land that never sleeps. It's not just a game. It's a fire. It's a feeling.
I'm
It's
guessing
us,
we won't have
Rwanda,
a ton
where
of
every
information
win
on these
starts
two
with
spots
heart.
tonight. It's concerning
Clippers
because
fans,
he never
watching from
misses
the couch
time.
is fine, but
He
the
rolled his
real
left
show,
ankle.
that's in the arena. And when you've got
He'll
to
be
be there to catch
reevaluated
all the
tomorrow,
sights, sounds,
is
and
what they're
styles in person, Ticketmaster's got you covered. As the official
the
ticket
update.
marketplace of the LA Clippers and
Coach
the
Lou also
NBA,
said post-game he
Ticketmaster
referred
has
to
tickets
Chris Dunn as
available
the
to
heart
every
of the
game.
Clippers
Even
defense.
if you're making a last-minute decision,
He was
Ticketmaster's got you
spectacular.
covered.
Kawhi was
And
great
when
on
you're in the
defense
building,
tonight.
you don't just see the highlights, you
This
feel
is
them.
the
That
first
no-look pass that
Clippers
makes the
home
crowd
win
gasp,
since
that dunk that
October
rattles the rim
31st.
and shakes the arena,
Halloween.
that buzzer beater
Kawhi
that has
game winner over the
everyone on their
Pelicans.
feet. And even if the fit checks off the court that
First
make
time in
you do a
50
double
days they
take.
won a game
So
here
throw
in
on your
Intuit.
jersey, grab your crew, and lock in your tickets at Ticketmaster today.
It was over the
because
Lakers, which
nothing
makes it a
beats
little bit
being able to
sweeter.
say you were there. Get
Shout out
tickets
John
at
Ireland.
Ticketmaster.com/Clippers.
Very nice.
Grab them before they're
off-air.
gone. Ticketmaster.com/Clippers.
Actually,
and we'll
earlier
see
in
you
that third
courtside,
quarter, we
LA.
didn't know why Luka Doncic was off the floor.
This is
He had
the
a
Los
left
Angeles
ankle or
Clippers.
left
They
leg
can contend
contusion.
for a
John Ireland
title.
gave me the info.
Heard exclusively on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. This is your official post-game show of the Clippers. Coming up on AM 570 LA Sports, we will have Clippers talk for you if you want to get on early. 866-987-2570. Clippers held the Lakers to just 39 points in the first half, second lowest number the Lakers had in a first half this season. And then the Clippers held them to the fewest points a team has scored on them in a ball game so far this season, just 88. The defense looked much more similar to what we saw last season from this group. Of course, no Luka Doncic in the second half. Lakers were without Austin Reeves, without DeAndre Ayton, without Rui Hachimura, without Gabe Vincent. Got to be fair about that. But the Clippers were missing Ivica Zubac the last three quarters of this ball game. And Coach Lou just said he'll be reevaluated tomorrow. That left ankle looked like it stepped on the right foot of LeBron James going up for a rebound with about a minute left in the first quarter. So that is of front of mind, I would say, right now. It was a little bit like the game was a subplot for a second, just seeing Ivica Zubac hobble to the locker room. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looked. Again, he was able to get there under his own strength, but Ivica Zubac not one to miss ball games. So still very concerning, obviously, the backbone of their defense and one of the best players on this Clippers team. Clippers take on the Rockets on Tuesday night, tip-off at 7:30. Pre-game show right back here at Intuit Dome at 6:30. Outside of Los Angeles, leaving you until then in LA on AM 570 LA Sports. It's Clippers Talk next. Hey, Jake, can you do that one thing again?
Welcome in to Clippers Talk, the official postgame show of the Clippers on the LA Clippers Audio Network. Load up the phones and make your feelings known. Now, your host for Clippers Talk, it's Adam Oslin.
Clippers take down the Lakers here at Intuit Dome by a final score of 103-88 in Game 2 of the Battle of Los Angeles this season. Welcome in. I'm Adam Oslin. If you want to get on tonight, 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570 is the phone number. With you for another 40 minutes here. Appreciate you, Clipper Nation. Good news is, it's great news, the Clippers got a victory. After having just 3 over the last 22 games, they get one over the Lakers. Now, the Lakers were missing some guys, got to be honest about that. Luka Doncic didn't play in the second half. But our concern, of course, is with Ivica Zubac in that left ankle, as he was out the last 3 quarters of this ball game after rolling up on LeBron James's foot. We'll get an update tomorrow on that. He'll be reevaluated then. But I was happy to see the Clippers defense show up in this fashion. Now, I'll be honest, the Lakers missed a lot of good looks and open shots. The Clippers also have had some really bad luck when it's come to shooting variance and teams hitting a lot of open shots on them and well-defended shots on them this season. So they were due to get somebody having a bad shooting night against them. And tonight, the Lakers certainly had one. 5 of 38 from the outside. In fact, in the first half, they were 2 of 19 from 3, the Lakers. And it wasn't all good defense. It was them missing shots. Early on, even when Luka was out there, he started this ball game in the first quarter 2 for 10. They couldn't hit anything. Luka couldn't. The Lakers overall started 5 of 22. It was LeBron James and nobody else. In fact, in the first 24 minutes of the ball game at the half, LeBron James had 7 made field goals. The rest of the Lakers had made just 8. Clippers led at the half 54-39. A lot of that because after getting up by 17 in the first quarter, well, Kawhi Leonard started 0 of 4 in the first, missed his first shot, I believe, of the second, but then had 15 points in that second quarter. And so even with the Lakers starting to shoot it a little bit better in the second quarter, it was Kawhi Leonard leading them. He only went 8 of 24 in the ball game. I like the fact, though, that he got 24 shots up and was uber aggressive out there and also got to the free throw line and attempted 12. That's a big number. And you could probably argue there were a couple other fouls that were not called, like the one where LeBron had his jersey underneath the basket after Kawhi got his own rebound off a miss. No call there as things got a little bit dicey late in the ball game. But that second quarter, Kawhi waking up and still having the confidence to continue to shoot, as you would expect from a top 75 player ever, even though he started 0 for 5. He got hot in the second, had 15 points in their last 10 points of the second quarter. Clippers go into the half up by 15. Turnovers, still a bit of an issue. They had 10 of them in the first half. They finished with 19, leading to 20 points for the Lakers. But you look at other categories, Clippers out-rebounded them, which not easy to do with all the misses and extra opportunities I thought the Lakers were going to have, because they did have 4 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. They still ended up with 14 to the Clippers' 13 offensive rebounds. But, yeah, you can make the argument. Lakers missed a lot of shots. Clippers were going to get some boards out there. But they shot 42.5% from the field to the Lakers just 39% from the floor. Then the Clippers finally outshot their opponent drastically in this ball game. They hit 10 more three-pointers. They were 16 of 43. Lakers 6 of 38. Points in the paint. Lakers with 48 to the Clippers 34. Lakers 18 second chance points, Clippers 13. Well, you miss so many shots, you're probably going to have more second chance points out there. But the Clippers beat them up in the fast break, 15-6. And I mentioned Kawhi having that 15-point quarter in the second quarter and the last 10 points of the period heading into the half. Then he comes out and has 13 more points in the third quarter. That was very encouraging to see. And they got up by their largest lead of 22 right before the third quarter ended. It was 80-61, though, heading into the fourth. But you could tell the Clippers were starting to look a little bit gassed out there. And there was some concern because that's been their Achilles heel. They just fizzle out by the end of ball games because they don't have the legs, because they are an older team. Now, LeBron James is 41, and he ended up with 36 points in his 38 minutes of this ball game. But the Lakers had a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter. And I really didn't like the type of offense the Clippers were running, where it looked like they were just trying to run out the clock. Kawhi settling for jumpers. Bogey settling for a jumper. Clippers went small ball with Bogey, Kawhi, Batum, Dunn, Kobe Sanders. Then there was a reckless closeout on Marcus Smart on a three-pointer. So he got 3 shots in the ball. Now it's a 12-point game. Then LeBron gets an and one going at Bogey because the Clippers were conceding switches. It's a 9-point game. They had a 6-point possession, the Lakers, early in the fourth, where it went from a 15-point game to a 9-point game. That's when, on the other end, Kawhi missed a sidestep flip shot, underhand shot, got the rebound, no foul called on LeBron James, and I thought, uh-oh, he fouled him twice on the wrist and grabbed his jersey. It's a 9-point ball game. The Lakers are on a 13-0 run. They call a timeout. Luckily, Nick Smith Jr. missed a three-pointer out of that with the Clippers only up by 9. But then Harden settles for a jumper, an awful one. LeBron misses a 3 on the other end. He was wide open in the near side corner. A little bit of that shooting luck finally going the Clippers' way when they're playing the Lakers. Harden takes another tough shot where he just dribbles out the shot clock on a left elbow jumper. Doesn't get it to go. LaRavia, easy layup. It's a 15-0 run, and it's a 7-point game. John Collins, though, for a guy who had struggled from 3 all season long, he might have hit the biggest shot of the game with the Clippers only up by 7. He hit a three-pointer at the 7:39 mark. It was their first points of the quarter. So the Clippers back up by 10. Marcus Smart misses a 3 on the other end. He ended up in this ball game 1 for 12 and 0 of 9 from 3. Some shooting luck going in the Clippers' favor, no doubt. Harden then hits a 3 on the other end, and you're feeling much better. You're up by 13. Then Kawhi has the steal on LeBron James for a two-handed dunk in transition. Timeout Lakers. Clippers up 88-73. Nick Smith Jr., though, gets a bucket out of the timeout. Kawhi then made a really quick move around Vanderbilt. It was a blow-by, as Dime Dropper and I are always on blow-by watch. That qualified, I think, at the 6-minute mark. Clippers didn't get anything out of that possession, but I just noticed how quickly Kawhi was able to get around him late in the fourth quarter of a game he was playing heavy minutes in, and there was still burst there, or enough of it. But then Nick Smith gets a floater. Clippers up by 11. Harden settles for a right elbow fadeaway. Can't get it. LaRavia put back on the other end. 9-point game again. 88-79. Clippers are not far from out of the woods. But James Harden then gets fouled by Nick Smith on a three-pointer. Drains it. 4-point play. LaRavia dunk on the other end is still 92-81. Brook Lopez then out of a timeout got a mid-range jumper. And I got to say, this might have been his best game, and they needed it to be, because Ivica Zubac obviously went out in the final minute of the first quarter. Brook Lopez ended up with 7 and 5 in 24 minutes. Make it 25. We'll round up. It's not huge, but his impact was better than that. He was a +7 out there. He had a big block on LeBron. He had 2 blocks in the ball game, but that mid-range shot out of the timeout off a pass from Kawhi to put the Clippers up 94-81 was big. Then John Collins with a run out. It was James Harden who found him. 96-81. You're under 4 minutes. It's an and one. He gets fouled, John Collins. You got to win this ball game against this Lakers team. There was another dangerous play, since we're talking about all the injuries, involving Chris Dunn. And we heard from him post-game with Carlo Jimenez. He asked him about the shoulder. He said he'll be fine. He'll get some treatment on it. But he went diving like he was Dennis Rodman, Superman style, for a loose ball because that's what Chris Dunn does. And Laravia's knee went right into his right shoulder. And you could see the rest of the game, he was kind of working it out the last 4 minutes there. But he says he'll be fine. Hopefully that is the case. Clippers go on to win. They hold on and win 103-88 over an undermanned Lakers squad, but no Ivica Zubac in this ball game the last 3 quarters for the Clippers. The question is, how long will they be without him? He'll be reevaluated tomorrow. Clippers next game Tuesday night, back here at Intuit Dome against the Houston Rockets, who Ivica Zubac just had a huge game against, where he had 33 and probably should have got up more than, I think it was only 14 shots. So we shall see. Some good, some bad. We'll take the victory. Clippers improved to 7-21. There's a lot of work to be done. Coach Lou, I believe, said pregame they're trying to go 35-20 the rest of the way. That would put them at 500 for the season. That's the new goal right now. You got to set goals like that sometimes. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but with the spot they're in at 7-21, you'd be signing up for that. They need to put something up there, some bulletin board material to turn this thing around. And tonight, being the Lakers, hopefully is the start of something. But a good Houston team coming in that just beat Denver today on Tuesday night. Quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll get to your phone calls. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570. Clippers beat the Lakers thanks to 32 from Kawhi, 103-88 here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Moslin, and you're listening to Clippers Talk here on AM 570 LA Sports.
This is LA Clippers basketball, right here on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. They snapped a 5-game losing streak. They're now 7-21 on the season. They get 32-12 from Kawhi Leonard and 3 steals. And I mean, he took it away from LeBron multiple times, but the steal and slam on the other end to put him up 15 in the fourth quarter was huge. He also had a moment where LeBron was isolated with him in the far side corner, and Kawhi hit a three-pointer on him. That might have been late in the third quarter when the Clippers were really extending their lead. They got up to 22, in the ball game. He got a friendly bounce on that one, but it was just fun watching that matchup between two guys that know each other very well. Kawhi with 30 points tonight. 6th time this season he's gotten to 30 points. They're 3-3 in those occasions. It's their first win since they won in Atlanta. They had lost 5 straight. Season high in free throws from Kawhi as well, was getting up 12 free throws. That is a really good sign. Even though he was just 8 of 24, 30% from the field, I'm okay with that. He was very aggressive out there. Harden had a quiet 21 with still 10 assists in the ball game, but the Clippers still had far too many turnovers. If there's something to criticize, it's 19 turnovers. James Harden, though, just responsible for 3 of them. So 10 assists to 3 turnovers in the ball game. But last 2 games, obviously, far too many turnovers by the Clippers. They had their biggest lead at 80-58 with 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And then the Lakers went on that run, a 15-0 run to start the fourth, and the Clippers did not hit a shot for over 5 minutes, or about 5 minutes into that fourth quarter, till that three-pointer from John Collins. But 88 points, lowest amount of points scored on the Clippers so far this season. And when your superstar is defending like that, the way he was tonight with Kawhi, everybody else can fall in line. Chris Dunn was also spectacular out there, and hopefully that right shoulder's okay. Visa Zubac and that left ankle that had him leave the ball game with a minute left in the first quarter will be reevaluated tomorrow. All right, Mike in LA to start things off. Mike, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Austin. What's up?
Hey, sorry, you just said Zubac is going to be evaluated tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, hopefully. I mean, I was very happy with how Brook Lopez played, when Zoo went down. I did think, though, he gave up, too many offensive rebounds. I know I saw you said the actual stat number didn't look that bad compared to what we got, but at least this Washington game, I felt like we gave up a ton.
It was 14-13 in favor of the Lakers, but when you consider how many shots they missed, that's not a horrible number, I would say.
I mean, I guess, yeah. And, at this point, we just have to see if we can keep it going. One win is a great win. I'm glad we have something to cheer about. Any win is a great win. But, I guess we'll still see.
Yeah, Mike, I'm with you.
There's not a whole lot to really take away from this.
No, it's a weird game that was really clunky at times, and with how many guys that were missing coming in for the Lakers, and then Ivica Zubac goes out. And I know Lakers fans are saying, yeah, we were missing all of these guys. Well, remember, the Clippers are still without DJ. They're without Bradley Beal for the season. They've had their own issues, but obviously losing Luka Doncic in the second half, the best player on the floor, even though he wasn't playing well. In fact, when he left the game, and thank you for the call, Mike, he was just 4 of 13 with 12 points, and it was a left leg contusion. That's what James Harden was just dealing with. He came back and ended up playing 41 minutes in the ball game, but was just 6 of 20, 4 of 12 from the outside, but obviously the timely 4-point three-pointer he hit in the fourth quarter, and still had 21 and 10 assists out there. So, yes, the Clippers had an advantage health-wise, but losing Zoo, make no mistake, that was a huge loss in this ball game. The good news is when Ivica Zubac left the ball game, they were up 26-12. So if anybody's trying to draw any conclusions like, oh, they lost Ivica Zubac and now they won the game and Zubac was holding them back or some wild stuff like that, spare me, please. They were up 26-12 when Zoo went out. But there is something, and I brought it up during the game, with an opportunity like this for a vet like Brook Lopez, who really for the first time in his career at the age of 37 is now a backup, there is something to finding a rhythm knowing you're going to have more minutes out there. And maybe you get a better version of Brook Lopez should Ivica Zubac have to be out for an extended period of time. We don't know that yet. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow. Hopefully that's not the case. But Brook did look more comfortable out there. He went 3 of 6 from the outside with some really deep three-pointers, and then that big mid-range shot in the fourth quarter out of a timeout for 11 points and 5 rebounds, but a +7 off the bench. That was the best plus-minus number off the bench in this game. Jamil, in Pasadena. Jamil, welcome into Clippers Talk with Adam Oslin. What's up?
How you doing, Adam? I just wanted to say thank you for being such a gracious host for us over here with the Clipper Nation. We don't have too much guys giving us an outlet. You know, everything going on in my life, not being able to see my son, you know, again for the third year, his birthday's Christmas. It's a good win, you know, and it's a team win. You got to win ugly sometimes. You know, when you're going through what you're going through this year, is whatever we could take, we take, you know. To get out of slumps, sometimes it takes some ugly wins like this. Our stars were stars. You and Carter were also stars as always, you know, with the great commentary and the color commentary you give us on the radio, and you know, just make it seem like it's right there in our face. And we appreciate that. And thank you, Adam, for always taking my call. God bless you, brother.
Jamil, God bless you and yours as well. And, you know, just getting a little bit of joy after a victory like this, it's something. It's something to take away. And I know they're 7-21, and everybody's got their own hardships in real life, but sports, it's escapism. So when your team wins, it can be, you know, more meaningful to some than others, and it's heartening. The Clippers needed this one. With all the guys out for the Lakers, they had to get this one. I was concerned coming in what the environment was going to be like, the atmosphere here, if there was going to be some fan revolt, if they got blown out by the Lakers or something. Would we hear booing, chanting? And the Clippers played like I thought they should have on Monday night against Memphis defensively. And the effort was better. And even though there were times in the fourth quarter where there were some ill-advised shots and it felt like they were trying to run out the clock, like I mentioned, and I didn't love the way they ran their offense, they were good enough for 48 minutes to still win by 15. And that Kawhi performance, meaningful to me. To get up 24 shots, to get up 12 free throws, that's important. To look that healthy. Kawhi had an offensive foul. I think it was on Marcus Smart. It was in the first half where he had bad intentions going to the rim. It looked like he was going to try to dunk on him, like he's Anthony Edwards. And Marcus Smart wrote for the Players Tribune maybe 5 or so years ago that he said Kawhi is the toughest guy to guard in the league. He has a lot of respect for him. And Marcus Smart is a tough competitor out there. That's their Chris Dunn. It ended up being an offensive foul, but the reason I bring it up is because Kawhi had that level of confidence to look like he was going to try to jump over Marcus Smart out there on the court. His legs were feeling good tonight, and he played 41, almost 42 minutes in the ball game, which I think would be a season high. Or last time out against the Lakers, he was still on a minutes restriction. So the positive is Kawhi was that aggressive and in attack mode that much. He had another play where he fell to the floor hard as he was going towards the basket looking for a body. And then the rip and steal on LeBron James, one of the better highlights of the season, I would say, considering both those guys, their stature in this league, playing each other in the NBA Finals. That was a really cool moment and great to see. Quick timeout here. We'll come back. Clippers win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570 is the phone number. I'm Adam Oslin, and you're listening to Clippers Talk on AM 570 LA Sports.
You know it. When you're dancing, yeah.
Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers defeat the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. Clippers' first home, the best arena in sports, in my not so humble, not exactly unbiased opinion. I'm Adam Osland. 866-987-2570 is the phone number if you would like to get on. And we do have Clipper Chris calling in before we hear from Coach Lou. Chris, what's up, man?
Not to be facetious, Adam, but our Clippers beat the Lakers tonight? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's like it was sad to see Zubac go down. He was playing pretty well in those 11 minutes, getting rebounds, tipping balls. Same for the rest of the team. They did great under the basket. And then also the Lakers never had the lead in the game.
That's a great point, Chris. Clippers led this one wire to wire, and even when it got a little bit sketchy with a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter, they made the plays they had to against a team that actually has the best clutch rating in the NBA or clutch record. They're 10-0 in clutch time games. It didn't come to that because that would be the last 5 minutes of a game within 5 points. Anything else, Chris?
And no, that's it. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, Adam.
Same to you and yours. All right, let's hear from Coach Lou postgame after the Clippers take down the Lakers 103-88 here at Intuit Dome.
Well, he didn't shoot the ball well. He was 8 for 24, but he did a good job getting to the free throw line, having 12 rebounds. And when he's rebounding the basketball, we know he's engaged and ready to go. But we just didn't close the game out the right way. I thought, once Zoo went down, like we had to play a different style of basketball that we're not really good at. And, continue to trust the pass, continue, if you don't have it, get to the next action. And I thought it was really disappointing, like I said, in that fourth quarter, just offensively how we played.
And speaking of Zoo, if I can, is there any, I know it's right after the game, is there any
I haven't had a
updates?
chance to talk to him, no.
Thank you.
Coach, we talked about Chris Dunn earlier in the press conference and just setting the tone throughout the game. Can you just speak on his performance as he set the tone early?
Yeah, made a big three. I thought he did a good job of just trying to harass Luka, trying to pick him up high, try to give him different looks, and so defensively, like I said, he's our heart, defensively, and, loose ball, dive on the ground first to the floor, and that's just who he is. And so we need that energy every single night.
Coach, a little bit outside the lines, how do you personally deal on a streak like this? How do you manage your own feelings and expectations coming to work, giving it everything that you have and not getting the results all the time?
Yeah, how I am at home and how I have to be when I come into the gym is totally different. At home I could be depressed and be down, because we don't have the record that we think we should have or whatever it may be. But when I come to work, they're looking to their leader, and I got to be upbeat. I got to be positive, and I got to get these guys ready to play. And so just coming to work every single day,
Got
and
4
doing
minutes
the
left.
best you can and give it the best you can. And so, I thought when Luke was on the floor, we did a good job just paying attention to detail, how we wanted to play, what we wanted to do. And then, when a guy like that goes out, you kind of let your guard down, and we played some we didn't play the right style of basketball once he went down.
Coach, John Collins had one of his better games as a Clipper so far, 12 rebounds. What did you see from him, or what did you like from him?
Yeah, his energy was good. And I thought having him set pick and rolls, when Brooke was on the floor, and have Brooke space and have him roll, I thought was really good for us. But like I said, 12 rebounds, and he made a huge three when we couldn't stop the bleeding. He made a huge three in the corner.
Hey, Ty, with a win like tonight, you guys' first home win since the 31st of October. Can a win like tonight kind of propel you guys forward to hopefully get some wins under the belt?
Yeah, I hope so. We got to start at 1, and we told our guys that today. I thought we came out with the right intent. Like I said, being up 15 at halftime, I thought we should have been up probably 20 to 25. Then just like I said, that second half, we just didn't run through the tape. We got to get better with that.
That's what I said.
Ty,
but it is a huge win for us.
Also,
Ty, congrats on the win. While you may not be happy with how the fourth quarter may have went in the second half, you guys won the rebounding battle. You had John Collins have his season high in rebounds tonight. Is that something that was a point of emphasis of make sure you, even if they miss a shot or if you don't play good defense, just make sure you grab the ball?
Yeah, it was a point of emphasis, but we still give up 7 to Laravia. He still has 7 offensive rebounds, and we talked about like he's going to crash every single time. We got to make sure we hit, check, hit, and then pursue the basketball. And he beat us to the ball all night, so we got to get better. With those guards who are crashing, we got to get better as far as taking care of those.
Ty, you mentioned like let go of the rope a little bit, in the fourth quarter. It started at the end of the third, going into the fourth. How much of this?
Not let go of the rope, but we just didn't play the right way.
Okay. Didn't play the right way.
Yeah.
How much of this stretch for you guys to begin the season is mental, where if it starts to go a little bit south, maybe guys are wondering what could go wrong next rather than just making sure
2 minutes
just keep chugging along?
Yeah. That's been our problem. I think when things go wrong, they snowball quick, and then we just kind of lose focus on what we have to do. And so, teams are going to make runs. You can't get discouraged, and so you just got to play through the tape. No matter when it gets tough, we got to get tougher. And so tonight, like I said, we did, make some big shots. KD made a big 3. JC made a big 3. James made a big 3 to solidify the win. But we just got to understand, the situation with Zoo, how we want to play when Brooks on the floor. Got to play a different style.
Coach, going back to Brook, he's somebody that's been in and out of the lineup, but today he came up big for you guys, knocking down 3 big ones. What does it do for you guys offensively, kind of having a 5 that can kind of stretch and kind of open the lanes for James and Kawhi to kind of get others involved, but specifically him who can step away and knock down those shots for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. Can't tell you what really gives us problems when when he's open, he can make shots, and teams respect him for making shots, and he can make shots 4 or 5 feet behind
1
the line
minute
as well. And so if we get the right matchups, we can take advantage of that.
Ty, first, how's Yannick doing? I know he's inactive the last couple games. How's his knee?
I'm not sure.
And just understanding what you have as far as you're going to have to play Brook more often. How can you kind of? I know I asked Fergie this earlier too, but how can you kind of use him more as a guy that can balance you instead of just having him out there stuck on the 3-point line?
We got to try to get him down to the block, especially when smaller guys are guarding him. I thought he came in, like I said, and did a good job. And I'm not disappointing the guys because we had to play a different style of basketball when Zoo only plays 10 minutes. And so you got to change, mid-game how you want to play. I just don't think we were prepared for that. But he's huge because he can post smaller guys. We got to be ready to play through that. And then when he's on the perimeter, he can make shots.
Coach Lou post-game after the Clippers win 103-88 over the Lakers here at Intuit Dome. Quick timeout. We'll close things out on the other side. I'm Adam Moslin. You're listening to Clippers Talk here on AM 570 LA Sports.
This is LA Clippers basketball, right here on the LA Clippers Audio Network.
Clippers beat the LA Lakers 103-88 here at Intuit Dome. Quickly before we get out, Edward calling in from Granada Hills. Edward, you're on Clippers Talk. You got 30 seconds, Edward.
Hey, what's up, Adam? Great win tonight by the guys. You know, we won one of the most important games of the season. Most important, beat the Lakers, and that's exactly what we did. I thought it was petty from the fans trying to sneak into the section, you know, do their little thing. But
they tried to infiltrate. They tried to infiltrate the wall or the swell.
They did. I heard they tried to do a lot of that, but you know what? I hope they enjoyed the show tonight because we beat their butts. We own LA. This is our city, and they got to taste it tonight. Thanks, Adam.
All right, Clipper Edward there. It was a much-needed victory and almost a must-win situation when you account for everybody that was out coming into this game, and then Luka Doncic misses the entire second half of the Lakers. Now, it beats the Zubac out the final 3 quarters, and Coach Lou, we heard from him post-game talk about that a lot and how much they had to adjust to playing with Brook Lopez. And if Zubac is out for an extended period of time, it could be a big adjustment. But this is his opportunity to prove why the Clippers thought he'd be a great get this offseason. It hadn't worked out so far, but Brook Lopez showed up in this ball game. 3 3-pointers, 11 points, 5 rebounds in 25 minutes, a +7 off the bench out there. They're going to need more from their front court backups now. He was also asked about Yannick Conan Niederhauser, who's been out 2 straight games with left knee soreness. It'll be interesting to see the status update on him as well, because the Clippers could be thin in the front court depending on what happens with the Ivica Zubac and that left ankle being reevaluated tomorrow. If there's any major breaking news on that, I'll be up on Clippers Talk. You know that. But Clippers taking on the Houston Rockets on Tuesday night. So can you build off of this? Is there enough to take away and bring with you forward to that game against the Rockets with some of these better habits, especially defensively? Holding the team to 88 points. Did they relocate that defensive identity? It's just one game. It's too early to say. Can't say anything was born out of this game yet, but still a good victory over the Lakers. You'll take it. We'll see what happens against the Rockets on Tuesday night here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off at 7:30. Pregame show at 6:30. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank the Clippers organization, Ralph Lawler, Brian Seaman, Noah Eagle, Carlo Jimenez on the call, Daniel West, our producer, back in the studio, big brother Jake Warner here at Intuit Dome, and Eli Kelman, our statistician tonight. Thank you, Eli. Clippers, Rockets, back here Tuesday night, 7:30 tip, pregame show at 6:30. I'm Adam Moslin. We will talk to you then.
Clippers Talk is over.
But it's going on your feed.
All right, take care, man.
Now, if you missed the show, you can follow it wherever you